Pop, what's going on, man?
How's it going, son? Flu game going.
Serious flu game going today. Got very little left of my voice, so good thing it's an audio medium. We're gonna fight through it. But
You could do it, son. It's good. You're going to turn it around just like the Commanders the last 6 games of the season.
doing what we can. But we're gonna have to reverse roles today. We're gonna have Pop more in the MC chair.
Oh, no.
So why don't you set this thing up for us, Pop?
Well, we're going to, most of what we're going to focus on today is we're going to do our bada bets pick because it's a bye week. And there's not a lot to talk about in Commanders land, honestly, other than regurgitating a lot of the same topics. Is Jay going to play? Isn't going to play? But we will get into a couple of quick news. I guess the headline news, what took so long, get cut, is Matt Gay has finally been cut. Rough weekend for the boy. Had to make that trip all the way out to Madrid, only to miss a couple of kicks to cost the team the game and come back and lose your job. That's a tough way to go out.
Yeah, it's
But
not. That's not where you want to be. That's just not a good place to exist at all. So much like where I am vocally right now. I feel better than I sound, but this is all I got to give. It's brutal.
the people don't want more pop; they want more Dom.
Well, I want more Dom too, but I don't want to hear myself like this. This is
You sound
miserable.
fine. You sound fine.
I'm
Um,
trying.
so the good news, maybe, is that we signed Jake Moody, who the 49ers cut for missing too many kicks, especially too many clutch kicks. So he was a third round pick out of Michigan. So he was a highly thought of player coming out of college. I guess that was on Peters's watch when they picked him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So he is the eighth kicker of the Dan Quinn era. I mean, talk about a crazy stat.
I tell you what, I mean, the junkies tweeted it. They're like, you just never feel good when Matt Gay lines up for a kick. I can't remember the time I've ever felt good when a kicker for this team. I mean, what does it feel like to have a Justin Tucker or Adam Vinatieri? What does that feel like?
Jake Moody, I think, kicked against us in the Chicago game, and he was money. But of course, it was against us, not for us.
Yeah,
So maybe a talented kid. I assume he's got a big leg if he was that high of a draft pick. You don't see kickers go in the third round very often. The good news is, though, he's reunited, and it feels so good with Tebow Samuel.
I'm Team Debo.
Your team, Debo. I'm just going
Team
to
Debo.
read this quote. In a November win against Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Debo Samuel confronted kicker Jake Moody after his third missed field goal of the game. And then long snapper Tabor Pepper, that's an interesting name, stepped in to defend Moody. So there was a little shoving match between Debo and our new kicker.
I'm Team Debo, man. I hate kickers. I would be down, like, if they came out tomorrow and they were like, no more kicking in the NFL, I'd be all over it. I can't stand it. I don't see the point. But
It is
Moody,
interesting because it's such a contrast to the rest of the game. Has nothing
yeah,
to
it's
do with
completely
really
like,
blocking, tackling. I mean, I guess you try to block the kick, and there's that physicalness with the special teams, but it's really just down to somebody kicking a ball through
but imagine
uprights.
like in boxing, if you got knocked out, instead of having to stand back up, you had to like solve a math problem before you could, like, it's
Yeah,
completely
it's
unrelated to the whole
weird. Yeah,
rest of the sport.
I've always
Anti
thought that
kicker.
too.
Anyways, I should probably save my voice for more productive tasks here. But getting into it, I mean, that's the big news. Otherwise, next up, the 9-2 Broncos at home on Sunday Night Football. That's all I got to say for that one.
I mean, we were hoping, we were all praying for the flex,
Please,
the fan
God.
base, and they decided not to flex it. Who
Can we get
knows? Is
flexed
that
off Christmas?
do they? I mean, I guess there'd be a lot of intrigue in that game. Maybe they're just taking the chance that Jaden comes back, and it's a year two quarterback matchup. Um,
Well, one team is 9-2
nine and
and
two.
looking like they're going to win the AFC, and the other team is maybe the worst team in football through the last 5 weeks. Um,
I don't know that there's anyone else that lost six straight.
Tight race. I mean, there isn't. We're on the worst downturn in the NFL. Um, but yeah, today's a pretty quick one. Just bottom bets. We've got some more fun long form stuff coming up to celebrate this bye week that you guys will hear from us soon. But bottom bets this week. Obviously, that long form stuff will come when the voice comes back. But just for a quick one today, bottom bets. We both were 4-3 last week, 27-35 in total on the season. So
Creeping
unlike the
up,
Commanders, we're turning this thing around.
creeping
We're
up,
turning this
trending
thing around.
upwards,
Now,
trending
much like the
upwards.
Commanders, we probably dug ourselves too big of a deficit for any of this to really matter. However, we're digging ourselves out of the hole
We
here.
get back to winning records. It's a pretty big accomplishment, I think.
Oh my God, that'd be a miracle.
Can
Um,
happen.
so Pop, can you run these games down?
I can definitely run the games down, son.
Run them down for the
I
people.
like it when you DJ better, but I'll do my best.
You got it.
Um, so uh, Thursday night football, we got Bills and Texas. I'm going to be like you, though. I'm going to make you go first. We got Bills, 5.5 point favors over the Texans. Who do you got?
Mm, I know Davis Mills can spin it, but I'm going to take the Bills.
I got the Bills as well. They've been an interesting team. They're
Real Jekyll and
hot
Hyde
and cold.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot and cold. But a lot of teams are. Speaking of hot and cold, Colts at the Chiefs Sunday at one
Yep.
o'clock. Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites. They are on a 2 game skid. They've been definitely cold and hot, I would call it, this year. Who you got in that one?
Um, Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs as well. I mean, I don't know. I thought they would turn things around and were in the bounce back, and they dropped two in a row. Colts are good as
Yeah, I
well,
don't
but
know what's going on there.
I'll go Chiefs.
If the Chiefs lose this week, that playoff picture starts to look dark. Um,
Yeah, it's not great. Um,
uh,
Next we got Vikings at Packers. It's another Sunday 1 o'clock game. Packers are 6.5 point favorites. Who you got there?
mm, Give me the Vikings. Let's change it up. Let's take a swing here. I like for all out of all the other games we have up on the board here, I like taking a swing at this one.
6.5 points is a lot of points, and
Yeah.
I don't know. The Packers just aren't. They're winning some close games, winning ugly games, but they're not.
Love is dinged up.
They're not the juggernaut that we had them as. But just to try to create some separation, I'll go Packers here.
All right. You got Eagles 3.5 point favorites at the Cowboys. Ooh, see the instinct took over. I just jumped in. I'll go first. I'm gonna go
All
first
good.
this week. Um, I'll take the Eagles in this one. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, I think Eagles as well. I think the Cowboys are pretty good at beating up pretty bad teams. Unfortunately, we were one of those. Their offense can get rolling, but that defense of the Eagles is just too good. Um, and like we said last week, they ugly up the game and just win. So, which is exactly what happened last week. So,
Yep.
Eagles for me as well.
And it's just mind blowing to me how awful their offense is. Because I mean, if their offense was serviceable, they would just be. I don't think they would lose this year because that defense is so darn good. But they just cannot get anything going vertically in that offense. And which,
Yeah,
I mean, you've got two. What's going on there?
it's weird. It's weird. I mean, you think the weapons that they have on that team, the receivers. I mean,
I mean, Hertz has got all day back there most of the time. Is it a concepts thing? Is it an effort
it's
thing? I don't know
weird.
what's going on. But
It's weird. It's weird. I mean, those are two teams I'd swap receivers with in a heartbeat, the Cowboys and the
yeah, for
Eagles.
sure.
I did see an interesting nugget because you and I were talking about it, where they were saying they don't think they can pay both Pickens and
They can't. Pickens is on a rental.
right
Lamb has already been
and
paid
Lamb. So
$1 billion.
come to DC, come to
Bro,
DC.
and I got to give a shout out to the Boston Insider. He was the one who said in the offseason, he said Pickens is basically like evil Terry McLaurin, and we should get Pickens and Terry to play opposite sides.
Seems to be on his good behavior this year, and that's not an easy place to be on good behavior because
I think that whole thing was just it's a little bit of the barstool sports. They got to draw up some drama. I don't think Pickens was too big of a deal, and it's not abnormal for a 21-year-old kid to act up a little bit. Um, I we go make him work over here. I'd be happy to take the
I
risk.
would definitely take that chance, especially as a
Um,
free agent. That's exactly what we need. We got to make a splash, overpay a little bit, and make a splash, right?
yes,
So,
because he can immediately be. I mean, if we can bring Debo back and get him, that's a nasty. And those are three dogs. Like the all three of them block.
oh
All
yeah,
three of them don't shy away from contact. Those are
woo.
three dogs.
See, we sprinkle a little Commanders in there, sprinkling it in. All right, Sunday night football. Next up, Bucks at Rams. Rams are 6.5 point favorites.
I am not going to miss a second of this game. These are two of my favorite teams to watch this year. Give me Rams money line. Tampa covers the points.
Okay, I'm going Rams. Bucks have been a little haven't been what I fully expected from them this year. I mean, I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to look up. Well, they're 6-4. They're fourth seed. I guess that's because of they're winning their division.
Well,
But
they came out hot. They came out 5-1, and they're 1-3 over the
yeah,
last
they've
four
slid
games.
a
So they've
bit.
slid.
I'll go Rams at
Um,
home there, but it is a lot of points. I'll give you that. Um,
yeah,
and then Monday Night Football. Panthers at the 49ers. Niners are 7 point favorites.
give me the 49ers.
Yeah, they seem to be rolling. Brock Purdy said, "That's my job." Last week, you don't want to hear anything about Mac Jones, and they put up a bunch of points. So that's a very good football team. It's a very good football
Yeah,
team. So let me do this real quick. I know we're going to wrap it pretty early. We're 12 minutes in. We won't take more than 2 minutes on this. But if you look at it, number one seed, you mentioned it in the AFC is Denver. Two is the Pats. They're both 9-2. Colts only got two losses at 8-2. They just had a bye. Then it's Pittsburgh 4, Buffalo 5, Chargers 6 at 7-4, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars are actually the last playoff spot at 6-4 right now. Who you got going to the Super Bowl out of the AFC this year? Who's your Week 12 pick?
that's a tough
Commanders
one.
bye week pick. Denver and
Yeah,
New England, the top two seeds.
I got. I think
So
Denver's the best team, but give me Buffalo.
yeah, I'm going Buffalo as well. They're a game back in the loss column, game and a half technically, because they got two less wins. But they're going to need to catch the Pats for that to come true.
Look, New
They're
England's
going
the
to need to
best
catch them
team. New England's the best team in football
because
right now. I just haven't seen May in the playoffs yet, so I don't want to make that bet. But if May can do what he's doing right now in the playoffs, they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't know if Buffalo can do it as a wild card, but I just have a hard time. Any of those top four teams, I just can't do it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it is a
So
weird year.
yeah, your Baltimore Ravens are the 10th seed currently. That's
Yeah.
that's tough. All right,
I
in the
tell you what, though, if
NFC,
Baltimore or Kansas City sneaks in, I still like them over any of those teams.
I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
In
Maybe we'll spend
January,
a little more time on this in another pod because there's not a lot to talk
January,
about
it's
with
about
our boys.
most of the time in January, the best quarterbacks win. That's just what happens.
So
And
in
you're
the
not, I'm
NFC,
not picking Daniel Jones over Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. I won't do it. I
no,
won't
no,
do it.
no. That's why I said those top three teams. I have a hard time imagining. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
up and coming. They're having great seasons. All the credit in the world. They're deserving of their record and the playoff position. It's hard to imagine that they're going to knock off. But when you look at this, the only traditional power in the top seven, and I'm kind of discounting Pittsburgh because they've been mediocre for a lot of years now, is Buffalo. So it's interesting.
I also
Um,
don't think Pittsburgh's going to win that division. I think Baltimore's going to win that division. Rodgers just broke his wrist.
that's a fair point. So now in the NFC, number one seed right now is Philadelphia Eagles. Two is the Rams. Three is the Chicago Bears. That hurts. Four is Tampa Bay Bucks. Five is the Seattle Seahawks, really good team. Six is the Green Bay Packers. And seventh is the 49ers. That is a strong. Now, see, this is different. I could probably pick about four or five teams out of, well, three or four, I'd say, out of this group. I think, I could see Frisco making a run. You could certainly see the Eagles getting back to the Super Bowl. Rams are pretty tough. Seattle, I mean, they went toe to toe with the Rams, and Darnold threw four picks. So who you got coming out of the NFC?
See, the Rams.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Man,
Rams are the.
we're in full agreement there. Bills and Rams are the official Dom and Pop 2026 pick. Run to your sports book.
And I
Book it.
think Matthew Stafford is your most valuable player.
That's a possibility. He's a great quarterback.
He is probably the most underrated football player of
Yeah.
my lifetime. He
I
should be
was
in Hall of Fame conversations.
yeah, I went to use your term. I went to the game in LA, unfortunately. Speaking of the devil, you were sick and couldn't make it when we played the Rams. I think with Taylor Heineke or no, it was
How
yeah, Sam Howell. And I mean, he just not we were an awful team, but he just was so impressive to watch live. Just watch him run that offense. I mean, I would not. I'm picking the Rams. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles get back there.
Yeah, no, me
They
neither.
they looked a bit rough at times last year too, and they just got it rolling at the right time, and I could see that definitely happening
Yeah, but
again.
The Rams put it to them when they played in the regular season this year, and Philly blocked 3 kicks to keep themselves alive. So, you want to talk about
Well,
flukes? Philly fans love to talk about flukes. You want to talk about flukes?
didn't they play each
There it is.
other in the playoffs, and that was like a real close game too?
Super close
Am I
game. Yeah,
remembering that? Yeah.
it started
Yeah.
snowing like halfway into the game, and you couldn't throw the football anymore. Um,
Well, well, that's the thing, right? If it goes through Philly, which as of right now it does, that definitely favors the Eagles.
yeah, if it goes through Philly, Philly is going back, in my
You should
opinion.
get out to a playoff game out there.
I
Closest thing
just
you're going to
might.
get to it.
I just might. I was really
Yeah.
hoping in way back. I predicted the Rams 1 seed and Commanders 2 seed. Womp womp. But I was really hoping we
Yeah.
were going to come
I
out
would have
here and
flown
play
out
in
for
the
that.
championship game.
Yeah.
But I'll just go watch the Bucks play in it or whatever.
We're going to come in under 20. We're going to wrap this sucker.
Please.
You wrap it because you got to wrap it. That's just the way it works around here.
All right, everybody. Without further ado, I'm a Dom.
This is Pop.
Thank you for another great week and hail to the Commanders.
Hail.